Hello friends, I'm Smita from the blog Smiling Colors, and today I have a really colorful video to share. I'm going to be coloring an adult coloring page using Tombows from start to finish. I'm using these recycled color pencils along with dual brush pens to color this page. I'm part of the Tombow USA design team this year, and I've been playing with their pencils and pens for a few weeks now. But I'm no coloring expert, I just color to have fun. I'm starting with the yellow pencil here and filling in this area. To add some depth here, I'm going to use the dual brush pens on top of the colored pencil area. Now these pens come with two tips, a brush and a marker. I'm more comfortable with the brush because I'm a painter, but if the marker tip works better for you, use that instead. I'm just adding a little of the yellow towards the center of each area by flicking the brush tip towards the center lightly. Now back to the pencils. How cute is that storage tin, right? I love that I can carry this around with my coloring book easily. Now I'm adding just some pink color here. These pencils are really nice to use and you can easily color narrow spaces with them. And the colors are simply beautiful, as you will see by the time I finish coloring here. To add more depth to the pink, I'm using the dual brush pen again, just around the corners, and the pink is pretty dark. So I'm using the blender pen that comes in the set over the whole area just to make sure that the two pinks blend evenly and there's no harsh line between the light and the dark pink. And you can see here I do the same thing again. Add a little pink from the dual brush pen and then use the blender pen over it. I'm going to be using most of these markers, so I might as well have them all out. Now I similarly start with the blue here. You will see me choose an area, go over it with a colored pencil, then add highlights with the dual brush pen. And finally go over the area with the blender pen. In some areas I use just the dual brush pens and no colored pencils so that I can cover a larger area quickly. I will make sure to leave a list of all the colors I used in today's video in the description box below, and you will also be able to find it on my blog. For this area, I'm adding just a line of pink with the dual brush pen and then dragging that color using the blender pen to get a gradient ombre look. So the pink goes from dark to light very easily by just using the blender pen. For the fine details like the tiny scallops here, I start with the brush tip, but midway I switch to the marker tip of the dual brush pen for more control over the coloring. I especially love that the pens come with 2 tips and not just one for such areas. You will see that the blender pen tip does get stained after using, but it doesn't affect the blending at all. But here I just use the blending pen on the pink area, so I'm wiping off the tip carefully before bringing it to the yellow area, just so that I don't carry over any of the pink tones. Instead of wiping, you can have a scrap piece of paper on the side and just draw with the blender pen until it writes clear, and then use it on the next area if you need to. The drawing I colored here is something I drew myself, and I will have a printable that you can enjoy coloring in my Etsy store, which will be linked below as well. I enjoy drawing adult coloring illustrations, but coloring this one today simply brightened my day. I mean, it is impossible to look at something so colorful and not feel joy. So I hope you give this technique a try, and you can find more information and description about this project on my blog www.smilingcolors.com. Thanks for spending some coloring time with me today, friends. See you again soon.